Hello, this is Max. Two best friends fall in love with the same guy. Don't forget to subscribe. During their last summer before college, best friends Lily, a contemplative blonde, and Jerry, a musically inclined brunette, meet at the bustling Brighton beach. They contemplate the idea of skinny dipping and eventually take the plunge, with Jerry's fearless enthusiasm leading the way, even as Lily initially hesitates. As they enjoy their beach escapade, a group of guys approaches them, with one of them complimenting Lily's appearance in a way that makes her uncomfortable. To deflect the tension, she pretends that they are Romanian and don't understand English. When the boys invite them for a walk, the girls humorously swim away to express their disinterest. While riding their bicycles along the boardwalk, Jerry accidentally collides with an ice cream stand sign, drawing the attention of David, an attractive vendor. To engage with him, she buys ice cream and casually inquires about the Camry on his cart, hinting that it might belong to him. David responds rudely, which prompts Lily to confront him about his attitude, defending her friend's friendly intentions. However, after the girls walk away, David covertly takes a photo of Lily from behind, revealing his interest in her. Upon returning home, Lily finds her family gathered around the dining table. Her middle sister, Eleanor, is surprised by Lily's bike ride to a distant location, while her youngest sibling, Phoebe, complains about the food. Their mother, Norma, scolds Lily for not informing them of her late arrival and instructs her to remind her father, Dr. Edward, about the concert they're attending. Lily subsequently enters her father's office, where she witnesses his relationship with one of his patients. Shocked, she silently closes the office door and chooses not to disclose this event to her mother. Traumatized by what she has seen, Lily spends the evening at Jerry's house, where she has dinner with Jerry's hippie parents, Danny and Kate, as well as her younger brother, Carl. Unlike her own family, Jerry's household is open and nurturing, creating a safe and welcoming environment. During their dinner conversation, Lily's family life is brought up, prompting Jerry's parents to question her about her own experiences. Jerry eventually intervenes, calling out her parents for their nosy inquiries and suggesting that Lily and her best friend spend time elsewhere. Once alone behind some bushes, Lily confides in Jerry about her father's infidelity and her decision not to reveal it to her mother. The girls discuss their family's approaches to handling issues, with Jerry believing that her parents openly communicate about their problems. However, Lily reveals that topics like these are considered taboo in her household. They also discuss their lack of close experiences with guys and vow to rectify that before entering college. The next morning, David learns Lily's route to work, giving him an idea of where to post her photos so she can see them. After completing her shift as a boat tour guide, Lily says goodbye to her boss, Fitzsimmons, who looks at her strangely. While walking home, she discovers several photos of herself from behind posted along the street. Intrigued, she examines one of the images and finds a note on it asking, "Where do you live?" She meets up with Jerry at a restaurant and learns that her friend also discovered that David works as a waiter at an Italian restaurant where they had intentionally dined with her parents. Jerry noticed that the ice cream vendor had a book of matches from the same restaurant, leading her to realize that he worked there too. Realizing that they are both interested in the same guy, Lily decides not to mention the photos and instead shares that her boss has requested her to provide a tour for FBI agents. That evening, Lily's family situation takes a distressing turn when her mother, Norma, is seen crying on the sofa, and her father, Dr. Edward, has left. Lily offers comfort to her youngest sister, Phoebe, by painting her nails. On Tuesday morning, Lily rides her bike to Brighton Beach and notices David's ice cream cart unmanned. While exploring, she finds a sand sculpture made by David, indicating his skills as a street artist. David also reveals his dream to travel to Rome and Paris to experience the cities in person, as he's tired of merely looking at them in photos. The two formally introduce themselves, and David tries to ask Lily out, but she declines, citing the need to watch over her sister's bike. However, before leaving, she shouts her address, 682 Rugby, in response to his earlier inquiry written on the photos he posted. That night, Lily listens to Jerry's music composition and encourages her to pursue her musical talent. Jerry reveals her attempts to contact David by calling the restaurant where he works. Lily questions Jerry's actions, pointing out that she barely knows the waiter. Lily's mother, Norma, expresses her emotional distress, and Lily tries to reassure her, suggesting that extramarital affairs are not uncommon in the 21st century. However, the conversation takes a tense turn, and Norma asks her daughter to leave the room due to her disrespectful tone. As Lily sits on the back porch, David unexpectedly appears and takes her to his photography studio, where he stays for free as a condition from the owner. They engage in conversation about art and life. Later, as Lily reads a book he recommended, David kisses her, but the moment is interrupted when he abruptly suggests that she should leave. Lily confronts him about meeting Jerry at an open mic night, and she's unsure of his true feelings. On Friday night, Jerry shares with Lily that she spent time with David, but nothing occurred between them. Frustrated, Jerry contemplates whether she should have been more assertive and wonders if guys desire such behavior. David is welcomed by a talented brunette musician and her best friend, Lily, to watch a performance. As the musician plays her composition, David subtly takes Lily's hand under the table, a gesture revealing his deep affection for her. This moment marks a significant connection between David and Lily, unfolding amidst a backdrop of the musical performance. In Jerry's show, David gives a compliment to the musician while engaging in playful flirting with Lily. During this interaction, he discreetly places something inside Lily's jacket pockets. He eventually departs, leaving behind an aura of mystery. Later on, after Lily and her friend go their separate ways, the young blonde girl finds a tiny camera that David had secretly tucked into her pocket, bringing a smile to her face. The next day, following the FBI agent's tour, Fitzsimmons invites Lily to his office. However, she politely declines and remains near the door. When her boss suggests increasing her earnings by taking night cruises, Lily turns down their offer due to her class schedule and lack of free time. When the persistent boss offers her a drink, the uncomfortable tour guide promptly declines, explaining that she's running late and needs to leave. Lily shares this unsettling experience with Jerry, and her friend's mom, Kate, suggests she contact the American Civil Liberties Union to report her boss's inappropriate behavior. Kate encourages Lily to speak up, while the musician requests privacy for their conversation. After Kate departs, the brunette tells her friend that it might have been pleased that her body was attractive, a sentiment the traumatized tour guide disagrees with. Later, Lily is surprised to find David waiting outside their garage, and she confronts him about his true intentions. In response, he kisses her, confirming that he has fallen in love with her. Afterward, they go into the garage and share a night together for the first time. The following morning, Norma scolds her eldest daughter for staying out so late, unaware that she was actually nearby the whole night. Before leaving the house, the blonde teen makes a quick stop at the garage and takes the book that David had left for her. As she walks and reads, she unexpectedly encounters her dad on the street. He tells her that their marital issues are not her burden, but she firmly asserts that his betrayal has forced her to handle her mom's emotional turmoil. She reminds him that she should be focusing on going to college instead of dealing with their problems. However, when he invites her to have dinner to discuss matters privately, the furious teenager declines and walks away. At Jerry's house, her family and friends gather for a get-together. Danny, as he prepares to grill hamburgers, playfully jokes that people inexperienced in relationships should be his sacrifice. This remark embarrasses the inexperienced brunette in the group. Meanwhile, Lily, who hasn't seen David recently, longs for her own home to have the same lighthearted and supportive atmosphere. She shares that she invited David to her gig, but he declined, still unaware of her relationship with him. Later, while lying in bed, Lily holds onto the miniature camera and book that David gave her, feeling a longing for him. As she begins to explore her feelings, her mom unexpectedly barges into her room, reminding her to get going. As Lily cleanses herself in the bathroom, David manages to sneak in through the window, leading to a close encounter as they shower together. Following this, the couple embarks on a motorcycle ride through the city, with Lily supporting David as he posts his photographs in various locations. While spending time at a basketball court, they witness a man in a suit unexpectedly remove his clothes and dance around the players, which amuses the blonde teen. The photographer captures this moment with his camera, recognizing the beauty of the scene. After spending the night together in the photography studio, Lily admires a large image of hands displayed on the wall, complimenting its beauty. David reveals that the hands belong to his mother and expresses a desire for her to be absent from his life, believing she brings unhappiness to those around her. Their conversation takes a deeper turn as Lily shares her fear of facing the uncertainty of life's end, while David fears missing out on great opportunities. Realizing the time, Lily calls her mom using David's phone, only to receive the news that Jerry's father has passed away after collapsing in the subway. Devastated by the news, Lily leaves her boyfriend and rushes to Jerry's house to apologize for not being there during her friend's father's passing. Jerry tearfully expresses her sorrow that her father won't be able to witness important moments in her life, and the two friends share a tight hug. Upon returning home, Lily finds her distressed mother drinking wine in the living room and encourages her to allow their father to come back home. The next morning, she sees her father outside the house, indicating that Norma has spoken to him about returning, although he remains uncertain about his decision. He explains that he has already apologized and is trying to understand his wife's perspective. Later, at Jerry's house, the morning musician expresses her desire to go to work, but her mom advises against it. Lily suggests that her friend take some time off, and the distraught brunette reveals that she can't stop thinking about David, intensifying Lily's guilt for not revealing her relationship with him. Back at home, Lily's younger sister informs her that David is on the phone, but feeling guilty for betraying her best friend, she instructs her sister to lie and say she's unavailable. 3 days later, while Lily is on her way to work, David confronts her for not returning his calls. She starts to act coldly, telling him that she can't meet him even after work because she has plans with her best friend. When David offers to see Jerry with Lily, she declines, leading to confusion. He eventually agrees to see Jerry alone, and Lily instructs him to keep her informed about their meeting. David goes to Jerry's house, where the musician invites him to spend time at the park. While reminiscing about her father, Jerry becomes emotional and asks David to comfort her, eventually leading to a passionate encounter between them. The following day, at Danny's memorial service, Jerry confides in Lily about her encounter with David, causing the blonde teen to feel silently betrayed and hurt. Later that night, feeling agitated, Lily tries to reach out to David, but when he doesn't respond, she ends up at Fitzsimmons' office. Frustrated and consumed by the moment, she agrees to have a drink with him. After a few shots, she unexpectedly kisses her boss, and they decide to continue their encounter on a boat. However, guilt suddenly washes over Lily during the encounter, prompting her to abruptly leave and head to the photography studio, where she confronts her boyfriend about his relationship with Jerry. David admits that their actions meant something to him and blames Lily for asking him to see Jerry. Lily notes that she didn't ask him to be with her best friend, highlighting the complexity of their situation. The next day, Lily's parents reconcile, but Lily feels conflicted about her father's return, questioning the sincerity and permanence of his actions. Lily's relationship with David becomes strained. When Jerry suggests calling David, Lily insists that David should initiate contact, leading to a frustrated departure from her friend. David tries to clarify that nothing happened between him and Jerry, but Lily, trusting her best friend's version of events, rejects his explanation. Lily's visit to Jerry's house reveals that Jerry and David have planned a garden date. Seeing them together, Lily feels hurt and jealous, leading her to retreat to her bed. Later, Jerry tells Lily about David's impending departure to Paris, prompting Lily to confront David. She pleads with him to stay, but David urges her to be honest with Jerry about their relationship. Lily's refusal to reveal the truth leads David to criticize her for being manipulative and hurting others. Lily admits that she wasn't with her boss, a lie she told David out of spite. David, departing for Paris, leaves Lily with mixed emotions after a final kiss. This situation escalates when Jerry witnesses their kiss and Lily confesses her involvement with David, causing a rift between the friends. After a heart-to-heart with her father, Lily gains some perspective on forgiveness and human relationships. On her last day at the house, Jerry arrives with a photo from David, leading to a reconciliation between the two friends. Lily's vulnerability and Jerry's realization that she has never been close to David allows them to rebuild their friendship. They celebrate their renewed bond by joyfully dancing together in the sprinklers, symbolizing their healed connection. If you are interested in such films, please proceed to the next video on the screen, and also share your thoughts about this film in the comments. Give us a like and subscribe. Goodbye.